Welcome and good morning to everyone. Today I am going to deliver my speech about dynamic teacher education and its impediments in Indian perspectives. The title of my paper is Needs of Dynamic Teacher Education and Obstacles in Indian Perspective. Myself, Mr. Sutirtha Pal. I am guest lecturer of Sarada Institute of Teacher Education, Bikrampur, Bankura, Department of Mathematics. First of all, we must clear about the objectives of the study, which is to highlight the needs of a dynamic teacher to fulfill the multipurpose needs of the growing society. Secondly, to focus on the importance of pre-service and in-service teacher education program, and finally to cite the different obstacles of teacher education program in present Indian perspectives. First of all, we must clear about the concept of teacher education or teacher education system. Viewing teaching as a knowledge-rich profession with teachers as learning specialists, we may define teacher education as a program that is related to the development of teacher proficiency and competence, which would enable and empower the teacher to meet the requirements of the profession and face the challenges therein. As a result, teachers would need to acquire additional knowledge and skills, both general and specific, to be able to survive and be successful in the present century school environment. In the new context, teacher education encompasses with teaching skills, sound pedagogical theory, along with professional skills. In functional form, it stands as teacher education equals to teaching skills plus pedagogical theory, that is to deliver how to deliver content and how to attract the students in attraction or students attention towards the subject matter, and professional skills like any other profession. Here we also clear about the concept of the dynamic teacher education, which is a good teacher needs to be constantly updated with the best practices by re-evaluating and reflecting one's pedagogical skills by adopting rigorous study, practice and self-improvement. That is, we know that our society, the societal needs are changing day by day, and to be accustomed with these changing societal needs, teachers must be dynamic and be updated with scheduled time interval. And nextly, the second generation ICT programs. The second generation ICT programs aim to address educational priorities, making teacher educators and student teachers more ICT empowered. That is how to deliver the content, how to deliver, how to focus on the subject matter, how to highlight the basic concepts, and how the students can critically understand the subject matters through ICT facilities. Nature of teacher education. Mainly there are three types of teacher education program, which is pre-service teacher education, the teacher education program which is considered as degree or diploma in teacher education. We are well known to that program naming Bachelor of Education, that is B.Ed, Diploma in Elementary Education, that is DLED, and Master of Education, that is M.Ed. Secondly, the program is induction. It is the support and guidance provided to the novice teachers and school administrators in the early stages of their careers. Thirdly, in-service teacher education, which is most important and continues throughout the service life of any teachers. It is a continuous process during the teaching profession. It is comprised of various skill development programs or developing proficiency in teaching job throughout his service life. Here the scopes of teacher education. Firstly, the teacher education at different levels. Level and stage specific teacher education is essential for development of teaching skills, not only by way of assimilating their theoretical and practical knowledge of the subjects, but also fulfilling specialized teacher training to deal with students entering their profession. Thus, where are teachers, there should be teacher education. Secondly, triangular basis of teacher education. Teacher education derives its content from philosophy, sociology and psychology for the construction of the relevant knowledge base for each stage of education, and these disciplines provide the base for a better understanding and application of teacher education. And thirdly, most important point, aspects of teacher education. In regard to different aspects of teacher education, it deals first with the preparation of effective teacher educators, that is the teachers who are serving in different teacher training institutes. Teacher education serves to equip the student teachers with the conceptual and theoretical framework within which they can understand the intricacies of the profession. It also aims at creating the necessary attitude in student teachers towards the stakeholders of the profession. Here some needs of dynamic teacher education. Firstly, we need to enable interaction between different depths of local college or university and the teacher training institutes, which are maximum cases it has been found that the teacher training institutions are mostly private owned or private governed. So the cooperation and collaboration between institutes of teacher training and colleges of general education or universities is urgently needed. Secondly, we need to link up pre and in-service teacher training required to fulfill the need of a dynamic teacher in all levels and stages of education. Pre-service education for taking part or sitting for the examination to be a teacher, and in-service teacher education is mostly important for the teachers to be updated with scheduled time interval with the changing needs of the society, to be accustomed with the changing needs of the society. And thirdly, India has a large number of teachers, and we know that teachers are made but not born, and therefore we need many more dynamic and competent teachers at all levels and stages of education, who on one hand enables learners to discover their talents, to realize their physical and intellectual potentialities, to develop their social and human values, and on other hand to prepare an active member of group of person who on the basis of experience will be able to contribute a new horizon to the existing curriculum commensurate with the societal needs and national program. Here are some different obstacles in teacher education. We mostly in most cases it has been found. Firstly, the first problem is problem of monitoring. We know that being the supreme regulatory body, NCT can't prevent institutions in becoming just a money making center for commercial purpose and produce thus they produce incompetent teachers in unscrupulous ways for the vastness of this country. Secondly, the deficiencies in selection procedure. The minimum qualification needed for a person to serve this pious profession gets blocked by unfair selection procedures of trainee teachers and teacher educators adopted by most of the privately managed institutions. Thirdly, inadequate remuneration for the teacher educators. Most of the privately managed institutions offer low salary to earn more profit is very common in this in present era. They ignores the importance of recruiting qualitative teachers. In many cases, it has been observed that the management overlooks the proper competency and skills of a good teacher educator. The next point is improper curriculum of the teaching subject. In view of experts of teacher education, the continuing curriculum of teacher education doesn't fully address the needs of the day and as such fails to fulfill the standard of teacher education. The fifth point is problem of accreditation. We have come to know through the data provided by NAAC as of June 2010, not even 25% of total higher education institutions in the country were accredited. Among those accredited, only 30% of the universities and 45% of the colleges were found to be of quality to be ranked at A level. The next point is infrastructural problems. We know that in present era the different private owned teacher training institutions are suffering from lack of ICT facilities, proper infrastructures. Therefore ICT facilities we can't expect from them, and thus the teacher educators are suffering from these facilities, and the training teachers who will join as teachers for the next era are become incompetent, and the institutions are incoming more and more profit. It is very common problem in this present era. The last point is problems of internship. The practicing schools have to be taken into confidence. For this, the members of the staff of the colleges should be associated with the schools. In addition to that, absence of proper reinforcement in practice teaching program through some rewards to the trainee teachers obviously demotivates them in their practice teaching. Here are some suggestions prescribed to overcome the issues and challenges. Firstly, the TEIs, that is teacher training teacher education institutes should run under strict control and continuous observation by the regulatory body of NCTE. Second point is the state education department should look after the entire teacher education program with care. The department may take responsibility of allocating students in a way that each TEI gets students according to the prescribed norms. In this way, the commercial objectives of the private managed institutions will be restricted, can be restricted. Third point is working of TEIs should be examined at a scheduled time interval and accredited, and if any negligence from their side be found, strict action should be taken. Fourth point is unrestricted privatization of teacher education programs should be prohibited. The next point is TEIs should have to go through an accreditation process time to time, following with proper gradation with the hope of further betterment in future. The sixth point is a selection procedure for recruitment of teacher educators must go through proper group discussion interviews for which the applicants must have proper realistic sense along with language proficiency. The curriculum of teacher education program should be revised from time to time according to the changing needs of the society. For the professional development of teacher educators, seminars, workshops, research symposiums should be organized at a scheduled time interval at different institutions, and the teacher educators working at different institutions must be engaged themselves in these workshops or seminars or symposiums. The last point about NCT should reframe the pay scales of the concerned teachers, considering not only the education attainment but also the levels of research, paper published in leading journals in and across the country. Different types of social activities should be duly considered. Here are some references from which we have gathered the information. We have mentioned different names of references. Thanking you all for hearing with patience. Thanks a lot.